Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are. Yes, I welcome you to this discussion. Today I'm Ali here today. Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are. This is a very interesting discussion here. Should you return the gifts? Should a man take back the gifts that he gave a lady after breaking up? You can join this discussion by clicking on the link that is pinned there on the comment section. You know, the interesting part about this topic is you never know when you're going to break up. These days, relationships have turned out to be more materialistic, and nobody prepares to break up. That's why you need to stay here. The things you've been investing to a man or a woman, as time goes by, you never know what's going to happen in the next few weeks, in the next few months, or even years. In the event that you break up, should the other person take back his or her gifts? So you can join this discussion. I have posted a link for you to join and give your opinions if you're free right now. Let me know if you're watching and where you're watching me from. Wisdom Favor first to comment. Yes, you're the first one. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much. Grace Kamau, I see you're watching. Anastasia Kurgat, this topic I love, yes. If you love the topic, you're free to join today and share your opinions. If you are free right now, I am welcoming you to join in the next 1 hour. And I want you to stay here to see what people are going to say. I have put there specifically about a man, because most men do not handle breakups and the end of relationship quite easily and faster the way most women think. You might be sitting there thinking that men move quickly. The reason why men get another woman so fast or so quick, one of the reasons is most men are not trained to be alone. A man cannot live alone. So long as he's been with a woman and the other woman has left him, it's very hard for him to stay alone by himself. And that's why he needs somebody to take up the space that this woman has left. But even if he gets another woman, there is pain, there is anger, there are frustrations, and he cannot tell anyone, including his own brothers or even fellow men. And the pain is too much to see that the woman is glowing and the woman is moving on with her life. She's becoming better, she's becoming stronger, she's becoming more beautiful, and even sexier than he thought. And that's why I want you to tune in as a man and as a woman. If you're a man, will you take away the gifts that you gave this woman? And why? Why do you do that? Dennis Otiso, hello there, my brother. Thank you for tuning in from Texas. Good evening there in Texas. Welcome to the show. Agrem Begusafi, I see you watching. Prota Sondari, hey bro. No. A real man follows not what he has given. That's a sign of weakness and being a sissy. Okay, Protas, I see your comment there. Protas says that's being a sissy. Sarah Sesh, hey there. Ochera Nation, what do you have to say? No. Personally, I would get rid of anything that reminds me of my ex. Mostly, I regift friends if it's something of value. If not, I dispose. Beautiful comment there. Yeah. You are replacing something negative with positive. You can have a necklace, beautiful necklace that a man bought for you. And some of your friends, including your family members, used to admire that necklace. And now that you're broken up, why don't you give your cousin the necklace after you've broken up? Thank you so much, Ochera. Continue watching the video and sharing the video too. Remember, you can join this discussion for the next 1 hour by clicking on the link that is pinned there on the comments. Agrim Begusafi, what do you have to say? All right, let me see here. After breakup and you want to move on and forget the past, return everything you received from this person and it will help you to move on and forget all the past. Wow. Agri says you return everything, huh? Including the car. If somebody bought you a car, is it okay for you to return the car? Carol Zuena, only bitter and immature men do so. Mutua hasn't moved on. Thank you, Carol Zuena. Mutua is one of the person that actually has brought this topic. He is a governor in Kenya, currently a politician and working as a governor, and had a breakup with his partner that they were dating for 10 years in a domestic partnership. And then after breaking up, the lady has said that Mutua, the man, wants to take away all the gifts, including the cars, or a car that he bought for her. I'm not so sure about the full story, but that's the basis of my discussion today. So feel free to join wherever you are, especially those who are in diaspora, like in the US or in Canada, and you're free right now having a drink, and you're free, not going anywhere, not working. Join right now and share your opinions. Sarah Sesh, watching from New Jersey. Hello there from New Jersey. I hope you're keeping warm. It's very cold this side where I am. Mary Kwamboka Ongwai, thank you for watching. June Jane, I see you. Sonny Cubs, thank you for watching. Danson Momani says, not possible. Dan from Isebania, Sirare Isebania. Thank you, Danson. All right. Lydia Dori, yes. That way women will stop using men like ATMs. Thank you so much for your comment there. Lydia says that these women, some women, not all women, they need to return the gifts so that they can work hard and have their own gifts, or not to be seen as people who are using men like ATMs. Okay, thank you, Lydia. Anastasia Kurgat, a gift is a gift from Belgium. Thank you for watching from Belgium. A gift is a gift. So after buying a car as a woman for a man and you break up with him, will you take back the car? What do you think? Join the discussion by clicking on the link that is pinned there on the comment. Dennis Otiso, to my opinion, yes, I will if she doesn't have my kid who can be a beneficiary from the gift. But she have my kids, no need to take away the gift. In this situation, no kids involved. There are no children, and but they are gifts. There are gifts, but no children. Let me hear the people who have actually separated with someone. What are some of the gifts that you took away? You know, when you break up with someone, there are those gifts which you say, you ask yourself, which one are mine? Which one did I spend my money? Which one are hers? The woman, which ones did she buy? And which ones did we buy together? Those are the questions that you have to ask yourself. And which gifts do I need? Even if we have broken up, which one will I still continue using? These are very serious questions that you need to ask yourself. So feel free to join this discussion. Grace Onkendi, hello there. Thank you for watching from Minnesota. How is Minnesota? I hope you're keeping warm. Thank you for joining us today. June Jane, nice topics. What I'm passing through now. Oh my goodness. So Jane is actually passing through this situation. And what's going on, June? Are you thinking of what you should get back? Are you thinking of what you should allow this person to go away with? Maureen Nyar Japonj, hello there, good morning to you. Thank you for tuning in. Yobesh Yobeshai watching live Nikiwa Nyangoso Kisii. Thank you for tuning in, Yobeshai. Wachera Nation watching from Nairobi, yani in 5:30. Education Mebidi, I wake up locked. Good morning. Oh my goodness. Angelita Angel Mark, I see you watching all the way from Malaysia. Thank you so much for tuning in. Feel free to join if you're free right now. I'm free. It's very cold where I am. As you can see, I'm wearing my own jumper written here, Bogonko JR Bold and Raw Talks. So feel free to join and share your opinions. I see there's a person in the studio. Who is this? Oyer wants to join but cannot join right now. Okay. Kemi Marceline, a gift is a gift. No matter what has happened, you don't need to retrieve it back. Okay. Anastasia Kurgat says, advice to every Kenyan lady, don't accept domestic relationship. What is domestic relationship? I know domestic violence that happens within an environment of a family, especially between two people who are actually dating or in a relationship. That is domestic violence. Any violence that happens within such an environment is called domestic violence. So what is domestic relationship, Anastasia? Somebody Google for me that. Okay. We go on with the discussion here. Feel free to join right now, ladies and gentlemen. Please click on the link that is pinned down in the comments. I don't want to be talking alone, but I will be reading your comments. But if you're a gentleman, a man who is watching and following these stories and events, most people may end up breaking up. And you as a man, the gifts you invested so hard and so much to this woman, will you need some of them back? Will you be okay to see the car you offered this woman being driven by another man together with your ex on the streets and the streets of social media? Will you swallow it and suck it up and say, hey, that Prado there, that BMW, I'm the one who offered that woman? Are you going to be okay with that situation and suck it up as a man? Or will you go back and take away your BMW? That's the discussion we're having here right now. I see you, Aban Amum Ali, watching from 614 Australia. Thank you for tuning in. Good afternoon in Australia. Thank you so much. Evelyn Danshaw, I see you. Thank you too for tuning in from Nakuru. All right. Onkendi Jonah Ondieki, my brother. It's a quid pro quo. Lillian was a ghost worker masquerading as the First Lady of Machakos. She needs to be prosecuted now that she is on the record that they were not married. Okay? So Lillian, as Jonah Ondieki is saying there, Lillian is the lady I just mentioned, Mutua, the Kenyan governor who recently separated with this lady called Lillian. And Lillian has come in public to say that the man wants some of the gifts from her and actually has taken away those gifts. And Onkendi is responding and saying that Lillian has been a ghost worker masquerading to be a first lady of that county called Machakos in Kenya. Join the discussion wherever you are and give your opinions by clicking on the link. Molly, good morning. Lady Andori. For me, I will give you back everything. Okay, thank you so much. Stella M. Gifts are not returnable. They are called gifts for a reason. Stella, will you enjoy seeing your ex driving a car you just bought for him 1 year ago or 4 years ago with another woman? I want you to picture that scenario. This is a car that you bought with your own money, and you see the man, Stella, you see this ex driving around on social media and on the streets with another beautiful woman. How do you handle such a situation? And how do you feel? Or do you forget and just say, a gift is still a gift? A gift is still a gift. Catherine Madengi, good morning. Okay. Welcome to the show. Ketra, thanks for the program. You're welcome. And I hope you're enjoying. Share the video, tag a friend. Anastasia Kurger, if you are not married, why do you stay with a man for 10 years? Is that what is called domestic partnership? Toboso Ann, good morning. Okay, Jackie Charles. Governor wasted Lillian for 10 years. Young girl from university. You can get material things, but you're abused. You can't stay there acting okay. This is a lesson to many. My quiz is, why stay with someone for 10 years? No kids, no marriage. Because the man worshipped money than family life. This is Jackie's opinions about that governor we are talking about and his ex. Okay. Ayeth Bior has Googled the meaning of domestic partnership. It's a legal relationship between two individuals who live together and share a common domestic life, but not married. Okay, thank you so much. They share a common domestic life, but they're not married. Okay, thank you so much, Bior, for that answer there about domestic relationship. Flower Stero, I see you. Thank you for tuning in from Kitengela. Good morning. Agri Mbegu Safi, I wish to join this conversation, but here I'm watching from his winter season. The network is feeling cold, cannot connect to live. Okay, sorry about that. Mike, my brother, how are you, bro? Stella M, hakuna kitu kama hiyo, arudishe kila kitu. Boy child is awoke. Now, they have been misused for long. Wameteswa sana, eh? Mike, niambie bro. Okay, continue sharing your opinions as we are going on with this discussion here. Should you return the gifts? Should you return the gifts? Ladies, look at the topic on the screen right now. Should a man take back the gifts he gave a lady after breaking up? Is it okay? Is it wrong? Is it good to take back your gifts? Because they belong to you at the end of the day. You spent your money to buy these gifts. You know that. Irene Kasioka, good morning from Kenya. Thank you so much. Tony Brown, ndani kabisa, asante sana kwa kujoin. Stella M, but peace of mind is way better than any gift, so we'll let them go for my peace of mind. Okay. All right. Anastasia Kurgat, I will not give 1 penny. I better ban it. Oh my goodness. Jen Muyaki, hi there. Mildred Ann Adhiambo says that is being childish. Okay, all right. Lydian Dory, but these kinds of women are already driving your cars with their sausage fingers while you're still with them. Okay, let's see what Gladys Anthony is saying. All right. Most relationships and marriages are now based on material things, and this is why there is the claiming and returning. But if there is love involved, there could be no such things, because your lover is a friend too, and there could be no such hard feelings. I personally would never claim anything I gifted my husband, but I don't know about him. We don't know. As I began this talk, I said nobody prepares to break up. Even the woman or the man that you have right now, you have been together for a few weeks, few months, or even few years. You have no idea how life shapes up. Things happen. Things change. People change. Events come along the way. And little by little, you realize that you're actually heading to separation. And there are gifts that you have been offering him or her. What happens in the event that finally you are going to separate between the two of you? This is the discussion that I want you to join today. This is what I want you to join and say something about. Owen Pov, hi there. Thank you so much for the love emoji. I see you watching. Tony Brown says, but those who are blaming the governor in Kenya, somebody said Lillian was girlfriend wa MP Jaguar na akamchukua juu ya. Okay. I don't know that story. You know, there are so many stories online. Somebody told me what you read, what you see, and what you hear online, believe 1%. What you read, what you see, and what you hear online, believe 1%, and you will have a very good life. The only people you need to believe are your brothers and your sisters, your family members, not your Facebook or Instagram followers and friends, because you don't know what they are doing. You only see 1% of their life online, and 1% cannot be true and cannot cover their life. Whatever you see, whatever you read and hear, believe only 1%. And as time goes by, reduce that belief to 0.5%. The other 99, remember, those are lies, full of lies. Okay. Edna Kerubo from Nakuru, thank you. Nico Mamo, thank you for tuning in from Mungata Rungai. Stella M, this is a publicity stunt. I never take these politicians and to celeb serious. Not too long ago, they were talking of how they separated amicably, then saw the kibosh. Okay, all right. But I think Governor Mutua likes attention. Yeah, I've been there in that situation. But he admits it. He's a man who loves attention, and there are people who inherently or vehemently love attention from people, from anyone, and from anyone and any day and any time. And that attention drives them to do whatever they are doing online. Elizabeth Wambua, good morning. Thank you so much. Jane Mwihaki says, nope, ukipea mtu kitu mkikosana si poa kuitisha. Asante sana kwa komenti yako. Who is this? Jared wants to join. Jared, I see you want to join, but I can't add you on the screen. Lily Nombeta, good morning. Naomi Andrew, I see you watching. All right. Wachera Nation, what do you have to say? I think I would be okay. Like, it depends on how you ended a relationship. If you decided it ain't working and decide to stay apart in a civilized way, you won't feel bad because you appreciate those moments and the lessons you learned. But if you let things in a toxic way, it definitely be disastrous and a lot of drama years after separation. Thank you so much, Oshera. Yeah, the next question that I want to ask you as you're watching and following this discussion is obviously after the breakup, you need to ask yourself, what gifts belong to you? What really belongs to you? You know for a fact, I bought this one. You know it for a fact, you spent money to buy it. And what belongs to her? And what belongs to us, the two of us? You already know that. Ketra says, that's not good. Just forgive and forget. Once you give out, there is need of returning back. There's no need of returning back. Okay, good. And there's the thing about social media, which I want you to pay attention to. After breaking up, the reason why the anger keeps on piling, or frustrations and obviously regrets, is because you can see this person's life. You can't run away from their life unless you block them. And I want to ask you as a viewer, as you're watching right now, is it okay to block, unfollow, unfriend this ex? What do you think? There are people who block someone on Instagram and leave them on WhatsApp, or block on WhatsApp and leave the person on Facebook. Because this thing is related to social media. When you break up with someone, whether it was painful or it was less painful, there's a loss. Both of you have lost something. You have lost dreams, plans, events that you had, and you have lost money, you have lost time. It is not a joke. And this part of loss can continue being brought back by you following and seeing what this person is doing online. When you wake up in the morning and you grab your phone, and the first thing you see or read is about your ex. It's about what he or she is doing. What do you think? All right, Stella M says there was no close with those gifts. Next time, they better draw about a contract regarding any gifts and what happens in case of breakups, just like prenups. Thank you so much. Thank you for that. All right, Mike attack you, Jinga. It's evident she was already having an affair with a new dude while with Mutua. Yeah, I don't know, Lydia. When a woman breaks up with a man and starts a new relationship very soon, what is the message? That's another question I want you to think as a man. Because as I said from the beginning, most men will find another woman quickly as soon as possible, because most of us, we do not know how to live alone. If you've been with a woman who cooks for you, cleans for you, gives you free sex, unprotected raw sex, and all of a sudden she has walked away from you, left you, dumped you, or separated, or even divorced, and left you alone, it's very hard for a man to continue staying alone. But when a woman leaves a man and finds another man as soon as possible, what is the message? What is the message? Has she healed? Was this affair going on behind this man's back? Ladies, can you respond to that question? What does it mean if you broke up with your man this month as I'm doing this video today, and a few months later on, you're already in another relationship? Donna Ingle, I see you. Hello, how are you doing this fine evening? I'm doing very fine. How are you? Andy Mwangi, good morning. Juma, good morning to you too. Jane Muyaki, good morning. Let me see another comment here by Ibra, my brother. Ibra, It's not easy. It's not necessary to take back, bro. It's kind of a sign of weakness, and you actually never meant it when you said you love her and gave her the gift. In fact, it will always haunt her while you are away. It will always remind her of you. Wow, beautiful comment there by my brother there. Hey, bruh, how are you doing, bro? Good morning, and thank you for contributing to this topic today. Stella M, if it's being toxic to you, then go ahead and block. It's all about your mental well-being. Thank you. Hassan Ramsey, hi there. Okay. Hassan Ramsey, you just give and forget. Okay. Anastasia Kurger say, no, you don't block. They go and think what they have to do wrong. And that's what's going on with the two. So you don't block your ex. You don't unfollow them. You don't unfriend them. Okay. Lydia Ndori says, yes, that means this lady, after moving on very quick, they are already screwing, or they had another affair during the other affair. The next question that I want to ask you, thank you so much for finding time to join me. This is the Bold and Raw Talks with me, Benjamin, today, this early morning if you're watching from Africa and Middle East, and if you're watching from America, this beautiful night. I appreciate your time tuning in here so far, being together with me. We still have a half an hour to go, and you're free to join. I see some of the messages coming through to my inbox. Oyer KE says, I think taking back the gifts is neither here nor there. Things should be done mutually. I've seen your comment there, Jared, in my inbox. I think no, because you never know. Wakosa nao ndio wapata nao. But before you take the gifts away, think of the best moments both of you shared together. And remember what made you to give her those gifts. We need to think. Remember those beautiful moments you shared with this person. But also, Jared, remember now that you have broken up, there are no more beautiful moments. The good things that you shared together, those moments are no longer there. And the reality is they might not come back again. That's why I say that breakup, it's a loss. It's a loss of so many things that, including those beautiful moments that you used to have, may never come back again. The smell, the smiles, the jokes, the laughter, the showers, the hata kukasirikiana, they will finally never be again. They will never be there with this person until you get another person to do similar things. But we're going on with the discussion. Kate Favored, hello there. Let me see. Anastasia Kurgat here says, yes, a woman who break up and have already moved on. When a woman breaks up, she has already moved on. Okay. Mary Oman, good morning. Lilian hawezi rudisha zawadi. Kwanza mtua anafaa mpe zawadi ingine. Maji yakimwagika hayazoleki tena. Okay, Mary Oman, asante sana kwa komenti yako. Tumeipata vizuri sana. Edu Santos says, if you guys weren't married, take back your property. Because if you guys were married, she would have gone for a half of the share. Yeah, these guys were not legally married. They were domestic partners. The people we are discussing here, politician in Kenya, and together with his ex, they were dating for 10 years in a relationship called domestic relationship, not legally married, and never signed any marriage documents. As far as I know, as far as I know, there were no documents signed as a husband and wife. Gladys Anthony says, it means the other man is the cause of that breakup. About blocking, unless the person is toxic, I don't block. Okay. Katie Malakwen Ken, I see your comment there. If it's a car, I will take it back. Wow, men with cars, but small things, no. If it's a car, men, let me ask fellow men, what Kenny is saying here. If you gifted a woman a car and you break up, will you take back the car? Let us see the men who are watching this video right now. Give you a comment there. Will you take back the car, or will you leave the car with her? And you as a lady also, same question. If you broke up with a man that you gifted a car, will you take back the car, or you will leave the car with him? Let me see on the comments. I want to know what you think and what you feel. This is very serious here. We are talking about the effects of a breakup and what comes after two people have separated. The next question I'm going to ask you as you're answering that, I'm waiting to see on your comments. Will you take back the car? If you're a woman, if you're a man, let's see on the comments right now. Will you take the car back? That's the question. The ladies who are saying that gifts are gifts. Now that you gifted a man a car and you're broken up with him, do you go back and take the car away? Let me see on the comments. What are people saying here? Oh, it's very interesting here. All right. Edu Santos, yeah, I will take it back. Let the next man buy her a car. Edu Santos says as a man, he will take that car back. Missy and Polizzi, take back the car. Okay. Ibra Mziki Turkana, good morning, bro. I'm good. I'm glad you brought this topic up just because I just bought my wife an iPhone and we broke up just a day after I bought it. But I can't take it back. And of course, she has my kids. Let me see if Mr. Next will be able to buy her anything better than that. Okay, iPhone. And you broke up one day. I'm sorry to hear about that story and that situation. But hopefully, vile umesema, wacha tuone kama huyo mwanaume wa pili atamfanyia nini? Atamwekea wifi ya 5G. Na ikuwe ni unlimited data. Ndio atumie hiyo iPhone vizuri. Akuwe analipa hiyo bill kila mwezi, ama vipi? Stella M, I will sell it. Anastasia, depends. We are not going to talk about depends. Yes or no? It depends if it was on my name. Okay, Anastasia Kirgat. If it was on your name, so what will you do? You take it back? Hassan Ramsey, no, I won't take back a car. Missy, I will. Yes, of course, I will take. Enzama Stella, I don't think the man should take away the gifts. There were reasons why they gave them to her, and the breakup should never be the reason for taking back the gift, because what you have given her is now hers. Okay. Thank you so much, Enzama Stella. All right. Let's see the next comment here. Okay, Missy, take back the car. Stella M, I don't take back gifts, but if I gifted me, I will sell it and buy a different car. So Stella, if you gifted the man a car, will you take it back? That was the question. John Mark Katz UG, of course, I take it back, okay. Lady and Dory, you better leave the valuables in your own name or else. Tiberius Omwabo, if the car is on my name, yes, I will have it back. She can get another one from the other guy. Sipendi Umbwakni. All right, okay. What if the name was on her name? I think that's the question. Kama gari iko kwa jina yake, utachukua bado ama utamwachia? If the name on the car is under her name as a man, what do you do in that situation? What do you do? Remember, you can join this discussion. Anyone who wants to join, let me know in the comments. Type there, I want to join. It's very easy to join. We still have about 25 minutes to go, so stay here. Let's see some of the few comments before I add in a guest who is waiting in the studio. Missy and Polizzi, material stuff and start all over again from scratch. Who knows? I might get bigger things waiting for me ahead. I see you, Tato. Breakup mean that mind choke, cause it's not easy to a woman kuamua. Okay. Abiud Obidia, it depends on the kind of breakup. If nasty, I will take my car. Okay, wow. Robinson Atelo, good morning. Ukirudisha hiyo gari itakupa stress ukiwa nayo, utakumbuka for me no. Kwanza kama mlikulana ndani hiyo gari. All right. Dorino Rucho, wacha makasiriko, take back why. Anastasia, if the name was on her name, you got no right to take back. Okay. Toto, just take it back. I don't want such memories. All right. Let me add a guest here. Hello there, Angelita.
Hi, Benjamin. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Welcome to this discussion.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for joining me too.
Thank you.
Yes, as you can see, the topic is about a man taking back the gifts. What is your opinion?
Well, I think most of us, unless kids who are below 18, maybe, most of us have been in relationships, one relationship or another.
Yes.
Personally, I'm not married, but I have been in relationships. I have received gifts. I have given out gifts. And my opinion is I don't think it's prudent for somebody to ask for gifts back the same way I would not ask for a gift back, whether it's a car, no matter how expensive the gift is that I had given out to someone. Because I think at that moment there was love that was shared, or there were feelings that were shared. So it was given out, and that's it. It goes away.
So because it was given out of love, even if you break up, then you shouldn't be interested in taking back the gift.
Yes.
Okay. Even if it's a car, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
No matter how expensive the car was, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter because
Yeah.
when you take it back, according to me, it's like you haven't let go. There's a point where you really let go of things and start a new life and start thinking in a better way or in a new way. So the moment you start to take back things, then it shows actually how bitter you are about it. And that it's gonna be hard for you, I think, to move on when you start to ask for things back. And I don't know where you take those things. If you're going to give it to another person, give it to another girlfriend or boyfriend or something like that. But then, it, according to me, it shows you still bitter about it.
There's some bitterness in such a person.
Yeah.
Okay. Like some of the comments here before we go on talking. Let me see. Caleb Nyangwono says, you leave the car to her. If you loved her, one day she will drive and visit you for memories. You know, she might use the same car to come and visit you and have a good time again together. What about this one? What do you think about this one, Angelita? If the car is under her name, you can't take it back. For you, whether the name is under her name or his name. For example, if you bought a car to your man and the car is under his name, under your name as Angelita, will you take back? For you, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. I'll not take it back. Maybe I'll request for a name change so that he just transfer ownership to him, so that my name doesn't appear in that car.
In that car. Okay. Dorino Rocho says, I see my ex baada natumia viti nilimnunulia na kitanda pia. I find it very gross. This lady says her ex is still using the same seats and the same bed that she bought for him, and she finds it very gross. What do you think? Let me ask you, Angelita, are there gifts that you can return? Or is it okay to return some gifts like, this one reminds me a lot about him and I don't really need it in this house. Let me politely return. And I'm also asking the viewers who are watching this discussion here, are there certain gifts that you can just return them? You don't have to see him face to face. This is not about trying to build another relationship or reconciling. Remember, this is somebody that you have confirmed beyond no doubt. The relationship is over. You have done your best to try to stay together. But you as a man and as a woman, you are finally sure that things are not going to be going on between the two of you. Are there certain gifts that you can genuinely return to him or to her and just say, Asante sana? You don't have to see, remember I said, you don't have to see him face to face. If it was a nasty breakup and you're scared about your life, but there are certain things that will remind you. Let me know in the comments, what are some of the things you can return to such a person? Don't say you will ban them. Angelita, what do you think? Is it okay to return some gifts after a breakup?
As I said, I don't know. I have never returned gifts unless somebody asks for them, and I've never had someone ask for the gifts they gave to me. Actually, I don't find it a problem having them because if I moved on and forgot about that person, it takes some time to move on. It's not easy to forget about maybe somebody you really loved. But with time, as days go by and maybe you fall in love with a different person and you try to get over your past relationship, uh, having those gifts to me, um, I really won't return them unless somebody asks for them. I'll give them is something that I'm using. Maybe somebody bought you a birthday dress or something like that. So you still have the dress and you just wear it one day and remember, this was my birthday gift. But it does not have any attachment with the person anymore. It was then, it's done. I think the thing here is just being able to move on and trying to forget the past and let the past die. So if you're able to do that, then I think those things would not really disturb you. You just see them as any other gift that somebody else gave you because
Yeah.
you moved to that relationship and you healed. Healing, moving on and healing, I think it's the most difficult thing. That's why we find it hard to really handle some of these things.
Wow. All right. Thank you so much for that response. Let me see here. Let me see. The people have answered some of those questions here. Emily Mogeni says, I can only return a photo album. Rings, I will take to a pawn shop, of course, to sell the rings. Stella M says, engagement ring, depending on the reason for the breakup. That one is returnable. Lydia Ndori says, my ex kept my bed sheets, which were my wedding gift, and I find it gross too. Okay. Right. Angie Angel, gift za mapenzi hazirudishwi. Hiyo ni kama posa. Okay. Asante sana kwa komenti yako. Let me see here. One more. Missy and Polizzi. Benja, if it's a ring written on your name and the date of wedding, I can keep it. Wow. If it's a ring, you can keep it. Okay. So finally, Angelita, one more question here. So the man we are discussing here, of course, we're not discussing him per se because people break up, and when they break up, there were gifts that they exchanged. I earlier on asked a question about blocking the person, because what comes into someone's life after the breakup, you can see their life. You can see them online. You can see them doing stuff online, and online is a fake life, a beautiful life of being a happy man or a happy woman. It's nothing like really real online here. It's somebody just pretending. What would you say about the blocking, unfriending, not liking, not commenting to your ex social media platforms?
Well, it is normal. It is acceptable. Let me say like that. Not to comment, not to like, block. It is okay if it is a way that would help you heal and move on faster. Fine, you can block them. You can choose not to comment. You can choose not to like or something like that. It is actually very acceptable not to like, because liking is something else. This is someone you shared a relationship or loved, but then it's no more. So you don't find the posts maybe interesting. You don't see anything good to like about the posts. So it's okay not to comment. It's actually a way that helps other people to heal and move on, because you don't want to keep seeing these posts coming up. So you decide to even unfriend those people. You decide to block them, and you really don't want anything to do with them. That one is okay, because it's for some people that's how they heal, and that is how they can easily move on with another life. So it's purely okay not to comment, not because sometimes you comment, maybe they don't comment back.
Yeah, you will like, and then you're passing a mixed feelings signals like, oh, she liked my picture, does she want me back? As a man, even the men who are watching here, if your ex liked your picture or liked your post, you will begin thinking, oh, maybe she still has feelings for me, or she still wants me back. So it can send very mixed feelings. But as you said, if you cannot move on quickly as soon as possible, it's much better to avoid following them. Because when you are seeing them, they are prospering, they are it is better for you to not to follow them, or not to even like or comment on their posts.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much, Angelita. I really appreciate your time and your response to these questions. You have a compliment here from one of the viewers. I don't know if you saw the comment. Let me see here. Pauline Boca says, this lady sounds mature. Material things are useless. Maybe I think she was saying are useless. If relationship is expired, let go and hook up another one. It's life and we live it. Thank you so much for the compliment to our guest today, Pauline Boca. Angelita, I'm going to let you go as I wind up the show. Thank you so much and enjoy your Saturday.
Thank you. Have a nice time.
Thank you so much. All right. We are going on with the discussion here. Let me quickly read some of your comments here. Haraka haraka tukimalizia. Let me see some of the questions, some of the comments here. Josephat Omuse, no, hiyo ilienda kwa mganga. Okay. Okay. Kenny Malakwen says, if I buy a car to a lady, she doesn't have any right to cheat or leave me for another man unless I'm the one initiating all this. Kenny Malakwen, is there a right to cheat? When you say she doesn't have a right to cheat, do we have rights of cheating? Who has a right to cheat? Kenny Malakwen, are you trying to tell the viewers and the people seeing your comment that there are people who have a right to cheat? Do you know the consequence of cheating, my brother? Michael Elijah Yungo, a man gift should be a gift. No need to take it back regardless of what happens between you and your wife. Thank you so much. Right. Aban Amun Ali, iPhone, a car, something not under my name, I will return it back. Okay. Mona Akinyi, some big gifts are not given out of love. They are there to make life easy, like not waiting for your man to drive you to work using public means, etc. Please take note. So some of the gifts here are not given out of love. They are given to make life convenient. Like somebody said, this car helps the woman to come and see you faster and safely and comfortably. It's not really about love, but it's making the life easier and more comfortable. So take note of that. I don't know what you think. That's a very nice and interesting approach to look at it. This person was making life easier for the other person. And now that she has walked away from him, his life has become more difficult and wants the car back. Maybe I'm just saying. All right. Japheth Ogega, it depends on the status of gift. Like if I had gifted you to own my company in some way, properly, I cannot hold on that. So it depends to the potential of the gift. Yeah, it could be a property. This is what I said from the beginning. When you break up, there are gifts that belongs to you. You spent your money. You are the one who bought them. And there are also gifts that the other person bought. You know it that she actually bought these gifts. And there are others that you share, the two of you. And when you're sharing some properties and even a company or a business, it becomes complicated because now this person is no longer in a relationship with you. And then it becomes complicated. That's why it generates a lot of bitterness and anger because they have been sharing a company. In such a situation, what happens? Because now you're sharing this company. It's just the same thing with children. When two people are separating and children are involved, these are some of the things that become really painful and more difficult and complicated on what to do and what not to do. But in this case, we are still talking about properties, cars, buildings, companies, investments, or businesses that the two of you shared. In the event of breaking up, what happens and who gets what and who doesn't get what. Very, very important. Tiberius Omwabo, I see you. If it pains you, block, unfollow, or unfriend. You can mute them forever or to heal. Thank you so much. Bro Isaac Ibra Muziki Turkana, bro, I truly thank you for this. It's actually helping me a lot to move on. Thank you so much. I'm happy to hear that from you, brother, and thank you for still tuning in here up to this moment. As you're winding up, I'm going to be saying something about the moving on part of it, because these are some of the topics that I find very interesting. Gladys Anthony, Benjamin, we're waiting for distance relationship and marriages topic. It will help several of us. Yes, we will be having those topics, but make sure you tune in on Sundays, and even in my YouTube channel, these topics are always recorded, saved in my YouTube channel. When you're free and you are maybe cooking or driving, if you have a car, you can drop into my YouTube channel, click there, open Benjamin Junior Bogonko, pick a topic of your choice, listen as things are going on or as you're doing other things. We spend a lot of time on Facebook following celebrities, following what is happening, who is doing what and where. But in one of the things I've learned out of these topics and what I've done over my shows, most people don't know so many things, and we are expecting somebody to teach us. You're expecting a man to teach you on how to love a man. As a woman, or you are a woman, you're expecting a man to teach you on how to move on, or how to know that this is the time to let go, how to know that this is a narcissistic man, how to find out that this person is actually abusing you. The more time you're spending online and you're not taking time to learn these things, nobody's going to teach you. You have to create time to learn them. And some of these topics are specifically there as you're passing time on Facebook or on YouTube. You're just having a nice weekend, a nice Saturday. You bumped into this video. You are getting something that can help you to make a better choice as a man or as a woman. And this is why I developed this passion to do these topics. They have helped me as a man. I have grown really much. I used to be a very insecure person. I have shared some of my stories on my podcast. I used to be very jealous. Yes, when you look at me, I used to be very jealous. And even just being abusive with words and careless statements that can offend the other person and make that person really feel so useless and worthless. But out of me learning these topics and sharing them on my social media platforms, they have also personally helped me to follow what I talk about, to just be a better guy, a better person, a better friend, a better man, or a better human being. So finally, let me read one of the two comments here. Betty Kemei, of course, tangible like properties and non-tangible like company shares, etc. Because it was an investment they made knowing they're improving for the family. Therefore, return and start your own. Thank you so much, Betty. Agi Ogake, material things are all vanity. If possible, return. Leave them behind or don't use them again. You will gain better things with time. Peace of mind is paramount. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. Hassan Ramsey says, if someone gave you such a gift, no need to cheat. If someone gave you a car, no need to cheat. Agrim Begusafi, sometimes such things of break up today and tomorrow see you with another man on social media or in public can trigger someone's bitterness and demand the gift back. It means this person, he or she, was cheating while you were together. Okay. Thank you so much for that contribution there. One of the things that I wanted to mention as I finish this discussion today is the idea of being friends with your ex. Most people have asked that question before. Is it okay to be friends with your ex? And here I'm talking about an ex that you do not have a child with, but you have dated for some time. not people that you have children with. These are people you have dated together with, but you didn't have a child, and now you've broken up with. Is it okay to be friends? The answer to that question is yes and no. You can only be friends with somebody who is helping you in certain areas of life that you really need help. If you're broken up with a man or a woman and you know that there's nothing much they can help you in certain things, especially if you're a woman. Some of the ladies still believe that their ex can still be a better person. Their ex has still room for improvement. Their ex can still turn around and become a serious person, which in most cases, if somebody has been mistreating you, handling you as a useless human being, and you have given him so many chances to turn around to become better, but he has not done it, and from his words and actions they don't match, then it's better to finally not to be friends. You can only be friends with the people who are helping you. Why are you friends with somebody who is still just wants to use you, wants to have some money from you, wants to have some sex from you, or pretends that now we didn't have a child, just nizalie mtoto tu mmoja. I need one child. Kinizalia tu mmoja, things will change. There is no child who has changed person's habit. Very few of them, a child will finally make them mature up. But the moment you go back to your ex and think that now we are still friends and we're going to be okay and going to make this thing work, it might be a disaster between the two of you. Finally, of course, there are family members. You can't date a man who is alone. He or even a woman, they have family members, which is something they have to think about. They have brothers and sisters. Some of their brothers are really decent guys, When you look at your ex, he has a very cool brother, a nice man, very intelligent, very well behaved, a very beautiful sister, very well behaved. Can you be friends with them? The answer, of course, is yes and no. If you also see that they are not adding any value to your life, they are just there to use you. They are reporting certain things to you. They are reporters bringing you very nasty news about what your ex is doing and how he is progressing. Then you have every right to cut them off. You have to realize that once an ex has moved away, or you have left him, or you're broken up, their family members, some of them may still create this negative energy in your life. From their words, from their posts, from their stories, and even from rumors that they will bring to you. Use your conscience, use your mind, use your intelligence to know that this one, if I continue interacting with him or her, it's just the same vibe and the same negative energy I was getting from my ex. So you also cut them off. But at the end of the day, be kind to them. Kindness is a free gift. Even though we are talking about gifts here, be kind. You never know. This world is very small. It is too small. And out of the bitterness, I hope that you grow. You become okay with the time. When the bitterness goes down, remember it's not about the family members. It's about your ex. Whatever you went through with him, it's about him, not about his brothers and sisters or his mother and father if they are still alive. So just be kind to them. Don't throw words. Don't abuse them. Don't say nasty things to them. That shows how mature you are and how you're moving on and still remaining a queen or a king the way you have always been. But if they are negative, as I say it again, if you know my videos, if you know my stories, if you know my vibes, I advocate for positive vibes and negativity, people who gossip, people who tell you stuff that does not make you feel good. You just cut them off. And that way you will have the the better life that you have always been looking for. Finally, to sum up everything, there's a thing about alcohol and being drunk and then going back to the ex. If you drink alcohol, if you drink your wine, your beer, whatever you drink, these are the moments that can take you back. Some of us who have been there before, you just send a drunk text, a drunk phone call. If you're a woman and you like your alcohol, yes, when you're drunk, in most cases you might remember your ex. You might call her when you're very drunk. Be very careful. In my own experience that I've had before, after breaking up and you're sipping your wine or your beer, the next thing you want to do is to try to act stupid on the phone, trying to get this woman who left you or you left. It doesn't help. And if you're a woman, and again, if you use alcohol, it might mislead you to do certain things that will cost you again and again. Just one beer, 2 glasses of wine, or if you smoke weed, if you smoke weed, the weed makes you feel high and good. And remember how you used to smoke weed with your ex, you might plan to reunite and be reused. Thank you, all of you, ladies and gentlemen, for having been with me since the beginning of this discussion. I hope to see you again when I have another topic to discuss with you. I wish you a nice Saturday. For all of you contributed from your comments and from your ideas and opinions. And my guest, Angelita, was the only guest today. Thank you so much. For all of you, share the video, wherever you are. Thank you. Thank you for dropping in. I wish you a beautiful Saturday. Manchester United. See you with Man City. And my Arsenal supporters, I love you guys. Take care. God bless. And happy Sabbath for the Seventh-day Adventist. Goodbye and take care.